Hi Michael, I'm Kristen and I'm a physical therapist. From the history you gave, you injured your left knee while doing some kickboxing. And it sounds like to me you're still dealing with quite a bit of swelling. And even though the knee joint doesn't look visibly swollen, there can actually be swelling within the knee because there's a joint capsule that it's kind of like a water balloon in there that once you visibly see the swelling, it's quite a bit swollen. And knees can be swollen even though they don't look swollen from the exterior. Often people can just feel tightness when they pull their knee down, which is one thing that it sounds like you're having problems with. You probably irritated the hamstring tendon, but it's also the swelling is what's affecting the kneecap, and you feel some kneecap tracking problems. There's also a possibility that you hurt some of the cartilage, but we're going to bank on the fact that once we get the swelling down and control the inflammation and get those muscles to fire properly, that we can restore the mechanics of your knee joint. So the first thing, in order to control the inflammation, I'd like you to do is utilize cold packs. I would wrap the top and the bottom, surround the knee completely with an ice pack, and I would ice for 15 minutes at least 3 times a day for the next 2 to 3 days. If you don't have time to ice breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can ice just 2 or 3 times before you go to bed, but at least wait an hour in between. So maybe if you ice 7 to 7:15, wait till 8:15, ice again, and ice again at 9:30 for 15 minutes. Again, surrounding the entire knee joint. That's going to really help reduce the inflammation that's going on. The next thing I'm going to have you do is to stretch out your hamstrings as well as the quads here, and then we're going to do one last exercise that's going to help get the quads to fire. Whenever there's any swelling involved in the knee, the first thing to go is how quickly the muscles fire, and we want to get those muscles firing just as quick as they did before, because that significantly affects the way the tracking of the kneecap goes. So the first stretch I'm going to show you is a hamstring stretch. So you're going to lay on your back. I know it's your left knee, but I'm going to have you do both. You're going to grab behind your knee, pointing your knee up towards the ceiling, and you're going to stretch and kicking your foot and really your heel. You want to bring your toes down towards you and kick your heel up towards the ceiling, and you'll feel a stretch along your hamstrings here. You're going to hold that for 15 seconds and then switch, and you're going to do it 3 times on each leg. But the key is that you go to a point where you feel tension but not pain, because you don't want to re-tear or re-irritate that tendon. So you're going to hold it for 15 seconds. It goes knee towards the ceiling, then kicking your heel up and bring your toes down towards you. And then you're going to alternate doing 3 on each leg. And the exercise I'm going to show you is you're going to lie on your back, keeping your legs straight. You're going to tighten the quads here in the front. And then you're going to rotate your toes slightly out. And you're going to lift the legs straight up, 4 to 6 inches off the table, and then relax. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds. And this is going to really get that quad a bit stronger, which helps stabilize that kneecap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down. And do 2 sets of 10 on each leg. Okay, and then the third exercise I'm going to have you do is a quad stretch. The quad stretch you can do sideline here, but the key is that you point your knee down towards the opposite foot. You should feel a stretch all the way along the front of the thigh. This might be difficult until you get that swelling out, so just go as far as you can. Again, you want to feel pressure or tension, but not pain. So you can do a quad stretch this way, stretch holding it for 15 seconds and do it 3 times on each leg. Or you can do it in standing, where you grab your foot behind you, but the key is that your knee is pointed towards the ground and you hold it for 15 seconds. And you repeat it 3 times on each leg. So those 3 exercises should help you, and I can't encourage you enough to keep icing. And as you get on top of the inflammation and the muscles start to fire, you should be able to get back to your normal exercise routine. I hope that answers your question. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us. Be well.